Hello, this is Kim with Crochet with Kim. I'm so excited to be with you with another tutorial on a different pattern. I am working with inverted shells, in which they call it this time. This is the day before Mother's Day, and I'm just looking forward to seeing what this design looked like. I've never worked it before. Again, I am learning how to read patterns to know what to do, when to do, and how to do it. I basically have been doing things free-handed or watching others, but now it's time for me to learn how to read a pattern. And without any further ado, we're going to get started with this inverted shell pattern. Now it's calling for a chain of, multiple of 6 plus 4. I did a count of 40 chains, which is 36. 6 times 6, 36 plus 4 will make 40. I'm using, I love this cotton, and it is called a tart orange from Hobby Lobby. I'm also using my G hook. I finally located it. I have 3 or 4 of these, but they're in different projects, and I'm still working on some projects, working on a poncho for myself, also a springtime jacket for myself, and also a sweater for the fall and winter months for myself. So I'm in between 3 different projects at the same time, so it's crazy. But anyway, I'll go ahead and get started. I did chain up my 40 already. You can chain up a multiple of 6 plus 4 for this particular pattern. Now what we're going to do is double crochet in the 7th chain from the hook. So if we're going to count this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we're going to double crochet in that 7th chain from the hook. Okay, now we're going to chain 1. We're going to skip 2 chains, so we're going to skip this chain. I'm sorry, the sunlight is really glowing through my window, and I have a shade up, but it's not doing it's not blocking it out too much, but I enjoy the sunlight, so I'm happy with that. But we're going to count 1 and 2, and then in the third chain right here, we're going to place a double crochet. Okay, playing the double crochet in there. Okay, and then we're going to chain 1 again. Chain 1. And then we're going to place 4, we're going to skip 2 chains. That's number 1. So skip 1 and skip 2. And in that 3rd chain, we're going to place 4 double crochets. So 1, 2, and it's all going in that same chain. 3 and 4. Okay, and then we're going to chain 1. We'll skip 2 chains. This first chain right here, 2nd, and in that 3rd chain over. And I'm so sorry if that sunlight the sun is moving now, so let me move over this way a little bit. And then we're going to place in that a double crochet in that 3rd chain. And then in there, we're going to chain 1. We're going to skip 2 chains. So we're going to skip this next chain and this next chain, and in that third chain, we're going to put 4 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let me see if I can try to adjust this camera real quick. I'm gonna pause here just a second. Let me see if I can move so it doesn't seem like a blur with the sunlight coming in the way that it is. So give me about a couple of minutes. Okay, I'm back. I'm hoping that's better for you, so you can see my hands without. I love the sunlight. Don't get me wrong, because it had been raining for the past few days, so we welcome the sunlight, but it's just a little bright right now. But we're gonna go ahead and we're going to make that chain 1 after the 4 double crochets, and then we're going to skip 2 chains, 1 and 2. In that third chain, we're going to put a double crochet. Chain 1. And then we're going to skip 2, 1 and 2, and in that third, put 4 double crochets. So this is the pattern. So it's 1, 2, oh, it got split up on me. 3 and 4. It's getting under this one string. Chain 1, skip 2, 1, 2, and third one, double crochet. Chain 1, skip 2, 1, 2, and in that third chain right there, 4 double crochets. Okay, and 4. Chain 1, skip 2, skip that one, and in that third chain, double crochet. Now we are going to chain 1 and then put a double crochet. We'll skip those 2 and put a double crochet in that very last stitch. Okay. And there we have it. So we have worked across and completed our very first row. Now we're going to go ahead and move over, go to row 2. And row 2 is asking that we chain 5 chains. Pull out a little yarn so it don't be pulling against me. Adjust myself a little bit and move my chair over. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This counts as a double crochet plus chain 2. Okay, now we're to skip chain 1 space, which is right here, and 4 double crochet cluster worked across next 4 double crochets. So we're going to do a double crochet here, a double crochet here, okay, I got you. I did that wrong. So sorry. Let me do this again. Let me do this again. This is what it's all about, learning. Or double crochet cluster. That was the key word, cluster. So double crochet here. Hold the 2 strings on top. Double crochet here. Pull through 2. There's 3 strings left on there, or 3 loops. Double crochet, pull through 2. We have 4, and then we'll do this one more time. Pull through 2. We'll have 5 loops, and then we'll pull through all 5 loops. Okay, and then after we do that, we will chain 2, skip chain space, chain 1 space, and then double crochet in the next double crochet in the top of this. Now my question is, because it says for the very first skip the chain space and then 4 double crochet, but I'm thinking well, no, it doesn't say anything about double crocheting in the top of this one, so it's a little snug. Let me loosen that up a little bit. Because we're supposed to change, I'm going to loosen my chains, just kind of give it a little. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it says skip chain 1, which is right here, right there. And then we're supposed to do the cluster. So we'll go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then pull through all 5 loops. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, we'll chain 2. And we will skip this chain 1, and then the very top of this double crochet, we will double crochet. And then chain 2. Skip that chain 1 space and repeat. And so we will do this cluster again. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we'll pull through all 5 loops and chain 2. Skip this space right here, double crochet in the very top, and then chain 2, and then we'll do our cluster. And this is the repeat for this row. Pull through all 5 loops, chain 2. Right in the top of this double crochet, we will double crochet. And then we will do our cluster. We will chain 2. Do our cluster, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then chain 2, and we will double crochet, and I just did 1, 2. Okay, double crochet in here in this top, and then chain 2, and double crochet all the way, and counting that 1, 2, and 3 in the top of that 3rd chain. And this is what we have. So that will complete row 2. Very interesting pattern. So now we're going to go down to row 3. So we can see what to do. We will chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. They will count as a double crochet in the first double crochet. So when we're double crocheting in the very first double crochet, we're actually double crocheting in this same stitch right here. Okay, and I meant to I skipped the part. Once we do the chain 3, okay, double crochet in that first one. Okay, and then we chain 1. We will skip the chain 2 space and double crochet in the next cluster. So we will double crochet in the cluster. I'm going to go right in the top there. Okay, chain 1. So in next cluster, chain 1, and then we skip chain 2 space, 4 double crochet in the next double crochet. Okay, so we're doing 4 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1. We skip this space and double crochet in next cluster. So we'll double crochet right in the top of this cluster. So I'm just going right in the very top of that cluster. Okay, and then we will chain 1, skip this chain 2, and in the top of this double crochet we will do 4 double crochets. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, then we will chain 1, I'm hoping I'm not, yeah, chain 1, chain 1, chain 1, chain 1. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not chaining 2. And then we will double crochet in the very top of this cluster. So right here is where we're going to double crochet. Okay, chain 1, skip 2, and then we're going to place 4 double crochets in the top of that double crochet. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, then we'll chain 1, double crochet in the very top of this cluster. So it's right here in the very top of that cluster. Chain 1, and then we will do 2 double crochets in 1, 2, the third chain. So we're doing 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2. Okay, so this is how our work is looking thus far. Very, very nice. Okay. All right, so now we're moving to row 4. And row 4 is a chain of 3. Okay. We're going to skip the first double crochet, okay, and then double crochet in the next. So we're skipping this one right here. This is our lead in our chain 3. On the top of that, that's our first double crochet. We're going to double crochet in this next one. Okay. Chain 2, skip that chain 1 space, double crochet in the next double crochet. So double crochet in this double crochet. Okay, chain 2, skip this chain 1 space, and we're doing our cluster. So we're, remember, yarn over, pull through 2, and stop. 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 And then we should have 4 loops on the hook. Pull through all, 5, 5 loops on the hook. I'm so sorry. And pull through all 5 loops, chain 2. We will skip that chain 1 space, double crochet in the very top of that next. Okay, and then we will chain 2, and then we will skip this chain 1 space, and we will do our cluster. So in our first double crochet, pull through 2, and stop. Yarn over, go to our next double crochet, pull through 2, and stop. Then we'll go through our third double crochet, pull through 2, and stop. And then we'll do this one more time in our fourth double crochet, pull through 2, and stop. We will have 5 loops. Pull through all 5 loops and chain 2. And then we will skip this chain 1, double crochet in that top of that double crochet, pull chain 2, and we're doing our cluster. Yarn over, pull through 2, stop. Pull through 2, and stop. There's our fourth ring or fourth loop. And we should have 5 loops on our hook. And pull through all 5 and chain 2. All right, we will chain 2, put a double crochet in the top of that double crochet, and then 2 double crochet cluster worked in the last 2 stitches. So we will chain 2, and we will do the first double crochet, pull through 2, stop, and then the last double crochet, pull through 2, and we should have 3 loops, and then pull through all 3. All right, and that is our row 4. Pretty unique. Very, very nice. I'm always pulling. It's like I don't like the way it pulls. Pull through 3. Give it a more refined look. I took it down, instead of the top of the double crochet, I took it down to the second loop of the double crochet to kind of give it a more refined edging. I don't like it when it pulls like that. It makes it look so uneven. And so we are now moving to row 5. In our row 5, begin with a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, turn our work. That's a double crochet plus chain 1 stitch. Skip the next chain 2, which will be right here, and then we are putting 4 double crochets in the top of this double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. and then we will chain 1, and then we're double crocheting in the top of this cluster, so right here. Okay, then we'll chain 1, and then we will just continue to do that repeat. Double crochet, 4 double crochets in the top of this double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, and then double crochet right in the top of that cluster. Chain 1, 4 double crochets, 2, 3, and 4. And then we will chain 1, double crochet in the top of that cluster, chain 1, and we will, let's see, we'll go across here because we got to make sure that we match whatever we have on this side. So we would make sure we have our last 4 double crochets in the top of this double crochet. Uh-oh. I'm trying to make it work. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, and then we are putting double crochet in the top of that 1, 2, and that third chain. I like to go in the second one, and there we go. So that is the pattern. I will go with you if you like for me to. I would love to. And we will just start back in row 2. And remember, because each of these rows have different chain counts in the start. So row 2, and we will just be repeating row 2 all over again from 2 to 5. So we'll have chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We will skip, chain space, and we will do our cluster. So this is where our cluster, which we will do. The pull through and stop. We just pulling through 2 at a time right now. 2, 2, and 2, until we have 5 loops on our hook, and pull through all 5 and chain 2. Then we'll double crochet in the next double crochet, chain 2. We will skip the space, and here we are at our cluster again. So pull through 2, stop, pull through 2, stop, pull through 2, end of we should have 5 loops on our hook. Pull through all 5, and then we'll chain 2. We will double crochet in the top of this double crochet, chain 2, and then here we are at our cluster. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're making sure we're pulling through 2 loops and stop, and then we won't complete the double crochet. Pull through all 5 and chain 2. Then we will double crochet in the top of that double crochet, and we will do our next cluster, chain 2, and then pull through 2 and stop, pull through 2 and stop, pull through 2 and stop, and then we have one more, pull through 2 and stop, and we have 5 loops. Pull through all 5, chain 2, and we are putting a double crochet at the end. They said to do at the top of the 3rd, but I like to go into the 2nd one. I can put it in the 3rd, and this, that's how it come out, and I don't like that. So I like to go into that 2nd one to give it more definition, so to speak. It's still pulling, and I think it's my tension as well. I'm trying to do it. Maybe I need to work with a larger hook maybe for this particular pattern, because it is clusters and double crochets. But this is what the pattern is looking like. I do like this. And now I'll do one more here. Or I can do the whole process again. That's not going to hurt me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Row 3 is 3. Chain up 3. It's a double crochet, and then double crochet in the first double crochet. So we'll put a double crochet right there in the beginning stitch of this new row. And we will chain 1. And it's time to put our double crochet in the top of that cluster. Chain 1, and then it's 4 double crochets in top of the double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We do a chain 1, and then double crochet in the top of the cluster. Chain 1, and then 4 double crochet in the top of this double crochet right here. Chain 1, double crochet in the very top of that cluster. Chain 1, 4 double crochets, top of the double crochet. chain 1, double crochet in the very top right here of that cluster, chain 1, and then we're placing 2 double crochets in this last chain. So 1 and 2. Okay, and then we will go right on to row 4. Row 4. We will chain up 3, and we will skip this first double crochet, and we're double crocheting in the second one, and we're doing a chain 2. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2. Okay. Then we chain 2, skip a space, skip that 1 chain space, and double crochet in the very top of this next double crochet right here. Then we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to do our cluster. So yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, go to the next one and pull through 2, yarn over and go to the next one and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We should have 5 loops, and pull through all 5 loops. Chain 2. Skip this 1 chain space, and into this double crochet, place a double crochet. Chain 2, and then we're doing our cluster. 2, 3, and 4. Pull through all 5 loops, chain 2. Skip this chain space right here, and right into that next double crochet, double crochet, chain 2, and then in the top of the first, we'll pull through 2 and stop. Go to our next double crochet, pull through 2 and stop. Next, and then our final one, and pull through all 5 loops, chain 2, double crochet into the last, this next double crochet, and then at the end of this row, row 4, we're going to do a cluster. So we'll chain 2, and we'll do the first double crochet, stop, and then our second double crochet, or at the top of that double crochet that the third chain up and stop. We should have 3 loops. Pull through all 3 loops. And that is the ending of row 4, which actually this would be let's see, 6, 7. This will be row 8 of that, and then we will go ahead and do row 5 repeat, and this we will have a count of 4. And if you hear lawnmower, my husband is out cutting the lawn and so I do apologize. And it counts as a double crochet, chain 1. We will skip the chain 2 space and we'll put 4 double crochets in the top of that. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we will chain 1, double crochet in the top of that cluster right there. Chain 1. Then we will put 4 double crochets in the top of this double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, and then we will, on the top of this cluster, we'll put a double crochet. Chain 1, then we will do 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the top of this double crochet. Chain 1, double crochet in the very top of that cluster. Chain 1, 4 double crochets. 2, 3, and 4. And then we will double crochet after we chain 1. We will double crochet in the third chain or third chain from that beginning the row before, and there we are. So rows 2 through 5 repeat for as long as you would like for it to be. I don't know what ideas you may come up in mind, but I do love this. I've never worked an inverted shell before, so this is a very nice pattern for any type of project that you would like to work on. I hope that you enjoyed this. I do apologize for the lawnmower, but he saw that it was a free day and thought he better get out here and do it. But I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed this pattern. This is very nice. I've never worked this before, but I have a feeling that I might use this for a project. I don't know just what for yet, but for a project. But until next time, have yourself a wonderful day. To all the mothers, have a happy, beautiful Mother's Day. And until next time, this is Kim with Crochet with Kim. Bye-bye.